Hi everyone, welcome back to my Taboo's Voice channel. Today we are going to be talking about confidence. This is something that I remember thinking about a lot as a child because it was pointed out from a sibling saying that this is something that I lacked. And I would think about it and think about it and I would that day when she asked me, I replied to her, did you know that confidence is built? It's not it's not who you are. But that isn't true. We are all born very confident. If you look at a child, have you ever met a child that isn't confident in themselves? I have not. The only time that I've seen a child that hesitate to do something is because they look at an adult to see their reaction. And then that's how they interpret if this is something that they should be doing or shouldn't be doing. So they're looking for like a signal of approval or if this is good for me. Because growing up, looking back now, I was and still am a very confident person. Because when I think about it, the things that I've done during my childhood until now, they were just never pointed out as confidence. If anything, it was always butchered. Like, every time I did something that I was so proud of, somebody else would change that energy around, and it's not even about humbling me, but they wanted me to feel like what I did was nothing. Like, it's nothing to be proud of. And I'll give you an example. Like, I taught myself how to ride a bike, I taught myself how to swim, I taught myself how to run PCR gels. Yes, I had an assistant to guide me running PCR gels, but the thing is that I was taught once, and then the rest. I was able to do it without the help, and it's stuff like that you would have to acknowledge how amazing you are, because no one's going to do it. And when I talk about like, and it's not about boosting your ego, it's nothing about ego, it's that recognizing that you are amazing and acknowledge that. Even if your environment does not acknowledge it, you acknowledge it. That's what matters. It doesn't matter what other people think about your work. It's what do you think about your work? Are you proud of it? Because at the end of the day, the people that are going to be cheering you on are people that are also doing great work, and they don't see you as a threat. They love seeing that you're thriving as well. But people that aren't thriving, no, they would not encourage that. Because if anything, in the back of their head, they're like, I really do not want this person to go past me. Or I don't want this person to think that they are better than me. Like a child who is this may not happen in every family, But there are parents that are jealous of their kids. Yes, that is true. And a part of them is like they're happy that their child's thriving, but then they also have to like make sure that the child stays in a box and don't think too highly of themselves, that they're better than their parent and will look down on their parents. And it's more of a fear. Whenever you put down anyone, it has to do with fear. A fear of you feeling like you are not good enough. Either you're not good enough being around this person who's actually like happy to shine their light. Like they don't care. They just don't care. They're just gonna shine the light regardless if anybody acknowledged them or not. They're like, this is just who I am. So be it. And that's what confidence is. It's that shining your light regardless of if anybody cares or not. You don't need them to acknowledge you. To acknowledge you. You just don't care. You're just gonna be you. And that's what makes you special and beautiful. And keep doing it. And you know what? I hope that the people that are around you, instead of being like jealous or like fearful of you like surpassing them, they will see it as, man, I need to give myself that kind of freedom to shine and not be scared. Because it's true. In all the environments that I've worked at, in friendships, even family, I had to let's just say that I had to remain true to myself and continue to do what aligns with me, regardless if people around me agree with it or not. And that was my entire life until now. And it has been very painful because the thing is that not a lot of people appreciate that. And it's hard because sometimes you feel like when you shine your light, you feel pressure to dim it. Because that happens so many times throughout my life, of me feeling like I need to dim it. I need to fit in because everybody's staring at me and they don't like that I am shining my light. And so I need to dim it so I will fit in. I won't be looked a certain way. And oh my gosh, up until now, like truly my last experience, I was like, F it. I cannot do this anymore. It is hurting me. I am miserable. I'm trying to bring peace, but then there is no such thing as peace because these individuals, if peace does not exist within you, it is impossible. So I could not bring peace to anyone, even when I was trying to bring peace to situations that were happening around me. That is impossible. I really thought that by dimming myself, I would help the situation, but that was just my way of thinking, and it isn't true. Any problems can only be resolved by those individuals that are creating it. If you're not the one creating it, and you're trying to dim yourself, it's so hard. It's not that you're being an enabler. No, obviously not. You really at the time believed that you were helping the situation. But as you continued forward, experienced more, did the reflection, and understand, you realize that none of that actually helped. And so you kept on continuing on and just kept on doing you. What's so crazy is that I don't think that anybody ever talks about confidence. And confidence has nothing to do with, oh, your environment. Your environment helped you boost your confidence. If anything, you were born with a confidence, and it's your environment that butcher it, or it continue to encourage it, or they just let you be. They just let you bloom. And yeah, that is my understanding of confidence. And up until now, I really didn't understand it until now. How crazy is that? Is that all of my life, everything that I've done, it was never, even since I was a kid, like I've mentioned earlier, riding a bike, teaching myself how to ride a bike, teaching myself how to swim, teaching myself how to take the bus, teaching myself how to survive college without knowing anybody there, teaching myself to be okay to live on my own, because I was so groomed to think that you cannot live on your own unless you are married. That was crazy. And so I had to break that mindset. There's so many things that I had to rewire myself because of the environment that I was raised in, the grooming. Like, when I think about it now, it's just because I'm still in the environment, because I'm back living with my family because of my situation, but it's crazy that how little has changed. But then again, it's not so crazy, because change can only happen if you want it to happen. And because of change, and I seek for truth, what is real, and it continues to reward me. And I was rewarded with this information today that I'm sharing with you guys, and that is confidence. I just want to say that if this message reached you, you are a very, very confident person. Something in your life happened that broke that. But you built that back up. And I am so proud of you. Because nothing that is, let's just say that your environment can teach you multiple things and groom you to be a certain way. But when you're an adult, you get to make every decision yourself. You get to choose that you want to continue on what you learned from your environment or seek for truth. Seek for better. Seek for whatever that you wish to seek. Because no matter what, if you're seeking, you'll find exactly what you're seeking. And truly, this talk is just so beautiful because this was something that has always been in the back of my head about confidence. And I truly, truly realized it today that I'm sharing with you guys. That we are all born confident. Depending on what kind of environment we were raised in, that's what impacts us. And then as we get older, we get to choose to believe what our environment told us, or we seek for truth. And when you seek for truth, that is what's going to get revealed. So beautiful. And I'm so happy to share this with you guys. Because I'm sure you guys are on this journey too. Because you guys would not be interested in my channel if you guys weren't. Because this channel here is seeking for truth, seeking for love, seeking for healing, and seeking for a better world. That's what we're seeking. And it's gonna happen. What you seek, you will find. And I truly, truly do believe that we are moving towards that direction, no matter what. Oh my gosh. This was such a fun talk. Like, truly. I'm going to leave it here, and I will talk to you guys soon.